Everybody knows the South Island is a big place.
That means there are a lot of adventures here and it's our job to complete them.
Hi, I'm Justin.
And I'm Sam.
We come from completely different parts of the world
And now we are in New Zealand.
and face the adventures
Join us on our epic quest to face the most challenging adventure
and come back safe without bruises.
and a lot of good memories. So my feelings when I came to New Zealand, I was like a little bit scared and excited, anxious, all at the same time. So when I was at the plane, I was imagining like how is it going to be my life at that place. I don't know people, I don't know like the costumes, I don't know the food. So I was really scared, let's say in this way. And in the first week, I was like a little bit homesick and I cried some days, but now I'm fine. And after like the first week, I was getting to know people, and yeah, it was all like a fast process and really nice.
So my feelings were like unsure about what what should I expect, are my host parents, and like how will it be, like this just like thought you're in this family for the next 6 months. And I was definitely a bit overconfident because like I was like, yeah, this is my family, I'm going to act like this is my normal family. And I don't know, in the plane, I didn't think much. There's sandflies around here, fuck. Yeah, I didn't think much about like how and what would happen. I was just concentrated about the flight and getting there safe. And yeah, I had a really good time in Wellington my first week, bloody sandfly. And then I came to the airport and I was like, I saw this guy, a bit older guy with a mustache, and like a young boy next to him, and I thought like, oh, this guy looks similar um, to the person that I would say it, so Rex. But I didn't read something about a little boy staying at their house. And basically, like Fiona, the homestay coordinator, came to me and said like, hey, this is Rex and this is Hendrik. And yeah, I was a bit unsure. I didn't know who this Hendrik was, but apparently, yeah, he's another student who just stayed there for a while.
And who is here now watching?
Yeah. Do you have something to add to your, like, the first time you met Helen and Rex? Something to add?
I have like the first time I went to the airport. There was like Hendrik, you, Juan, because he came in the same flight as me, and Rex, and the same feeling as you because Rex he looked much different than the picture. Like the only sign I knew it was Rex was the mustache.
Yeah.
Because like the rest was completely different. In the picture he looked like a young guy,
Yeah.
and like he looked much older in real life. And yeah, it was like, am I in the right place? This was my feeling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, like the first term, it's so strange. Like I can split my exchange in two parts. Like the first term when it was warm, and the second term like was getting colder. And when I remember of the first term, it looked like I was like in another life, like 2 years ago or something like this. Because the first term I was going every day like to Tahuna Beach and to town, and like I can see some pictures in my cell phone. I was like using shorts and flip flops and like normal t-shirts, and that looked so warm and so good. And like I have memories. Like every day I could do something, and I was never tired or bored. Like this, the first term was just perfect because we were getting to know new things and like a new culture. So every day was like a different. Oh, I'm knowing this place. I'm going to this place, and every day was a different place. But now like we already know everything, So yeah, this was my first term. And your first term?
I think my first term was the same as Samuel's. You can split basically my stay into the two terms because the first term I had completely different, like a completely different friend group. Like I was also always like at international office hanging out with Christina, and she left in the first term, so basically I had to move on to like another group of friends. And my first term was basically it felt more like holidays, not like a life here.
Same.
And the Abel Tasman camp we had was like a very unique and nice experience, and yeah, it was so different to Germany. Like you came here and school was so easy, but at the same time you were like, okay, this is holidays, and I mean the school is easy, but I'm still not going to do anything for school. And yeah, a lot of things changed between the holiday. I didn't have much. I wasn't homesick in the first term. I still had the feeling like this is holidays and
Yeah, it was
Stuff
like a
like
big
this.
holiday.
yeah.
Because every time Helen was taking us like here to the lake, or
Yeah.
like, oh, let's go to do like the cave rafting, or let's
Yeah.
go like to Greymouth, and like this always like a program. So it was like a big holiday. And I have more to add. Like the first term, we had a lot of different people that left, and it's so strange. Like we get to know these people, and now when I imagine these people, it seems like 10 years ago that I was with these
Yeah.
people. So like this was the difference about the first term, because a lot of people left, and now like I can't imagine the second term with these people.
Yeah.
So on my holidays, I went on South Island tour with Luana, Maria, Luisa, and Anna, and Justin stayed here in Nelson. And in my tour, like I met a lot of new people, good friends, and it's so strange because it was only 10 days, but in 10 days I could like become really friends with people, and now I miss these people and I still talk to them. So that shows like how can we make friends in a short period of time. And it was really good holidays, and it was really fast, like always. Like you close your eyes, and then when you open again, it's on the end of the holidays. So yeah, it was like a really good break, but it's strange because there was like a holiday in a big holiday. Because I was not tired, but I still had holidays. Yeah, so now just
What did you do on your South Island tour? Like
I went to like a lot of like,
cities.
cities in South Island, and yeah, like the famous parts. I went to Franz Joseph again, and I went to Queenstown and Christchurch, and like these places do like the famous stuff like bungee jumping. Oh yeah, I forgot to say about bungee jumping. I did the bungee jumping, and it was exciting. I was afraid, but then like when you jump, you have the feeling that like you're free finally. Yeah, this was like my holidays.
In my holidays, like Sam said, was staying at home. The first like weekend or long weekend, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we stayed here at the lake.
That's a
I
long
think
time.
it's Lake Adventures 5-ish, basically just like or 6, 7. I don't even know. Basically, I walked every day like 3 hours, like not long. And after that, basically, I stayed home, and we had a task in English to read like this
I did
400
it.
pages book, and nobody in the class really finished the book at all. I was the only one because like I was at home and I had nothing to do. In that time also I was a bit homesick, like I think it was just too much time thinking about stuff.
Yeah, like
So,
when you
like-
are alone, you stay.
Yeah, you just it's automatically. So not much to say about my holidays. It was just like staying home, doing nothing basically, going to a lot of junk shops, and yeah.
So that's a big difference. Like we talked before, the first term was like this big holiday with summer and new people and like doing stuff every day. But the second term, I think we already knew every place here, and like we have nothing else to meet. And like if you even now, like if you think I'm going to that place, oh I already been to this place. So like the second term, my memories are like staying home and watching Netflix.
Downtown Abbey.
Yeah, every day, and going to school and mountain biking. And yeah, I just have memories like of school, home, school, home, school, home. In the first term, I have memories like of school, new people, new places, and like fun. But second term, school, home, school, home. Yeah, that's my second.
I think my second term was actually better than the first term. I met a new like group of friends that I hang out with. I made a lot of new experiences. Like on our outdoor ed camp, I learned a lot of stuff like what you are actually capable of doing and what clothes you should wear. And yeah, I basically learned some mountain biking skills, and I always wanted to go mountain biking and yeah, stuff like that. And it just went by so fast. Like
Yeah.
I had a better time in the second term, but for some reason, like time passed like boom.
Yeah, like
it was
if you
just
remember
gone.
of May, we
Yeah.
biking, and then like we already on end of June, almost
Yeah.
beginning of July. It was so fast.
Yeah, it was just like I don't know. I really enjoyed the second term. I was motivated. I was like getting more creative and
Achieving your goals.
achieving your goals. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also had the time where I just didn't want to go to school. I thought it was a waste of time because it was just so easy. We didn't have much to do. And like it was so long school, like till 3 o'clock. You cannot do anything afterwards. And
Yeah, my second term, I don't know, like the first term school was harder, and the second term like school was every day the same.
yeah,
Really
but
easy and waste of time.
like now the last few weeks, I enjoy New Zealand school like more than anything else because I know what I'm doing, and like I have a plan on what I want to do until I go home. And just like yeah, I really like all the people I became friends with in the second term. Bloody sandflies, bugger off. Ah. Okay, maybe I'm going to cut out this part. I already have like 5 sandfly bites. I thought it was winter, and I have my socks on the wrong way. So where was I second term?
Yeah,
Good friends, something like this, yeah.
enjoying school.
Enjoying school again.
And now, what do you say? Like, what are we going to miss?
Yeah, I'm not quite done yet. I still think like the last few weeks, it's so surreal thinking about going back. And
Yeah.
yeah.
But now, like, one thing I need to add, like this last 2 weeks, every day I just think about going back home, and every day I have like the same feelings, like I'm going back home, I'm going back home, I'm going back.
Yeah, it's so fast, but at the same time, it's like, oh, it's still like 3 weeks till I go home. So
But like when you're leaving, it's slow, but when you look behind, it's fast.
yeah, and this is like one of the things that like it's different between me and Sam. He's like, oh, I want to go home now, and I'm more like, okay, I have 3 weeks left. I still need to do this. I still need to do that, and just using my time as good as possible and
Yeah,
not
I want
thinking
to go
about
home.
going home, and just like I want to go home, like, but I'm not thinking about it, so I just use my time as best as I can. And
I don't
Yeah.
have like more to use my time with. I don't have more what to do. Like, I just want to go home now.
just
I don't know why, but I just want to go home. So before coming here, I was I wasn't so different, but like I was, oh, I don't want to walk here, it's dirty, or oh, I don't want to swim, it's cold, oh, it's cold. I was like always like this.
a big wuss.
Yeah, and I got like to know these experiences in New Zealand, in Outer Ed and the camps, and now I can say that I'm like the if I return, like when I return to Brazil, my friends and all the people, they're going to realize that I am like more nature person. Like I can do more than I used to do, and all my friends are going to be like, oh, it's cold, and I'm going to be what, cold? Like, yeah, this changed me, and like my Brazilian way to live, like Justin, he said another day, like in Brazil we are all like so comfortable with each other, like nobody cares if you're like rude or offensive. So like we go in every store and say like, oh, can you pass me the Wi-Fi password? And like here in New Zealand I had some experiences that showed me that it's not like this in all the world, just like in Brazil. So I have like these differences. I'm more concerned and more, I don't know, I think you understood my point of view. Yeah, this is what changed.
So basically, I haven't changed much too. The only thing that changed is like, how do I solve problems? Like, I don't just do like, okay, I have this problem, so yeah,
Yeah,
I can
you
do
first
this.
achieve your goals and then like you soar.
Yeah, it's just different. I'm not like, oh, I have to do this. I really don't want to do this. I'm like, okay, I have to do this. But if I do it like fast and good, then I can get it over with and I can move on to the next thing. And I became much more creative. I have more creativity. Like, what do I want to do? What do I want to build? What do I want to draw? I got so motivated of doing stuff, and just a few things about like, especially clothing, yeah. um, on the Outer Ed camp, as I told, I learned a lot about how should you wear clothes when you're cold. Like most people think like, oh, cotton, yeah. And if you're cold, wear a lot of cotton, and that's bullshit. you you can have 3 layers of cotton and be as warm as in one polypro.
Nice one, JP.
Yeah, it's just I learned a lot of stuff. I gained a lot of experience in different like things, and yeah, basically it was a nice time here. I'm going to miss a lot of the nature, a lot of the people, a lot of the teachers, especially the teachers. Like, they're so much better than in Germany. They they help you. They're not like standing in front of the class talking against the wall. They're like, okay, I'm helping this person now to achieve like what they want to achieve, and they're they're helping the student to get further in life. They're not like, ah, you failed the test, or too bad. And you just like stuff like that, yeah.
And I'm going to miss Colby cheese.
Yeah, no, fuck Colby cheese. It's worst cheese ever. Not going to miss the toast or anything of this bullshit we have every day. I'm going to miss Vegemite, but I think I can get this in Germany. Hopefully. I'm going to miss, what else? I'm going to miss yeah, like some of the foods, and in general, like this teacher-student relation, like helping each other and not like, fuck you, I'm going to make this test hard so you all fail and
School stand.
school stand.
How did you do this?
Just jump.
Like, you went back a little bit or just...
Just jump. And don't fall into the water.
There is a way to do this.
Yep.
Okay? I'm going to solve this problem. Oh, this is different. If I come here, you can...
That's the same way you came. That's cheating.
Better and safer. I don't want to get my shoes wet.
Yay.
If I tried that, I was going to get my shoes wet.
Yeah. That's why I told you you should jump, because I really want to see your feet wet.
Oh, it's sad that we're returning. I really wanted to go more.
Yep, all the way to Sabine Hut.
Like, not just Sabine Hut, but more than we went the last time.